I am D. Cameron Rhoads, and this is my seat story. My first connection to Civic Theater was actually before it became Civic Theater. I was 7 years old, and my brother and I would come down every Saturday to watch the double matinee, and we would run so that we could be first in line so that we could always sit in the front seat. So fast forward till I was 24 years old, and I got back involved in Civic through a friend that I worked with, and was involved from 1966 to 1973, on stage, backstage, ushering on the board of directors, and working with the then Children's Theater. I taught there for 2 years and then took it over in 1971, and it became my life. The children of the Civic Theater School were amazing. I got married in 1973 and left town for 40 years. Fast forward to 2011, and when I came back for my granddaughters and reconnected with my former student, Joanne Wilczek-Bassis, who was now in charge of the theater school. So I got back involved in Civic, working on sets, ushering, eventually became a wrangler for Christmas Carol, and then the theater school productions, and became a dresser, and so every inch of this theater has many memories for me. I was very, very surprised a year ago. I have lost track of time. It happens when one gets old. So I was very, very surprised. 2017, our last performance of Christmas Carol, which was my 7th year of doing it.
On behalf of all the children and all the parents too, we would like to thank you for all the things you do, for the precious time you volunteered,
and all the hours given, wrangling, detangling, but never strangling.
I was presented with a seat of my own by the children and their parents.
Everyone will know your name as they sit upon your seats.
It was a very humbling, still is, experience, and something that I will never ever forget. And for me, it was what we try to do with the theater school is not to create brilliant actors and actresses, although it does occasionally happen. When it does, it's wonderful. But it's to create good, caring, loving human beings, to give them a place to express themselves, to be themselves, with no fear of judgment, and to learn how to care. And the most important thing we give them is love. And to have that returned, there's no words to express what it actually means. And I see that they continue to do that, these same children, with our Session 2 summer showcase, that these kids wanted so desperately to let Joanne know, and Brian and Susan, how much they appreciated what they gave to them by giving back to them with flowers and movie tickets, and but most importantly the words that they said to them, that because of them they were better people, and because of them that they were who they were. And that's everything, and that's what I felt when I was presented with this seat, and it will stay with me forever, absolutely forever. And there's no place like home. I'm D. Cameron Rhoads, and that's my seat story.